Good morning, everyone. Today I have great news for you because the NGS headline was a banger. It was a lot of really good news. We're getting like the Divide/Endless mashup quest, which is pretty much our end game, and it's randomized, which means basically infinite gameplay, which is basically what we wanted in the first place. So I'm pretty happy about that. But first of all, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily. So if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, before I jump into the bullet points, I want you guys to watch the trailer for the Extreme Challenge Geometric Labyrinth, alright? So it's a 4-player thing, but you can do it solo if you want. You just got this little midget guy over here, and you don't need triggers. You can go in at any given time. And you'll notice over here, this reminds us of Divide Quest, where it's like, you got to kill a number of enemies within a certain amount of time, or else this bar won't fill up to the S rank. And if you don't get the S rank, then you get a lower score, which means less loot. But on top of that, it's got a combination of Endless with the failed side missions. So for every floor you go, there's a total of 6 floors, there's going to be different side quests. And if you fail more than 10 side missions, you just fail the entire run and you got to redo it. And each floor is randomized. It's super cool. Over here, you can see that these are all the different side missions and they're going to be randomized every single time. The monsters are going to be randomized every single time, and the floors are also going to be randomized. So you're never going to know what you're jumping into simply because the criteria is different every single time. But the new Cuckoo weapons will get a significant buff when you use these weapons during the Extreme Challenge. So there's a huge incentive to bring a Cuckoo weapon here. On top of that, you've also got 40 minutes to clear all 6 floors. And at the very end, you do get to fight a boss, and all of the monsters scale to the strongest party member you have in the party. I'm guessing it's going to scale off like battle power as well as level, but you know, everyone's going to be level 45, so probably by battle power. So as you can see here, you know, the mobs are level 45. So as we can see here, enemy spawn, side missions, and more change every playthrough. So each playthrough is going to be different. It's never going to be the same. Pretty cool. There's a lot of parkouring elements over here, which is interesting. Not my forte. I'm very bad at parkouring, but I know some people really do like it. I think Spook really liked parkour, so this is something for him. Here's the 3rd floor. And you can see there's a score on the bottom left, and it's just slowly going up, and you can see, you know, they're at like 453,000, and they're only in the B rank. So I wonder what consists of A rank. It must be like in the millions of points. Here they are on floor 5. Oh, okay. So I guess each floor has a boss, because this is floor 3 at the moment. They're fighting a boss already. And then over here, there are new capsules. So these capsules have a different name in the beginning. These are called the Tria capsules. So they will have their own category. So if you want this extra 2.25% potency, you can put that on your armor and still have all of the regular augments that we have right now, which is really awesome. A sacrifice of 5 HP for extra damage, I would gladly take this, and it's a 90% success rate, so this is really awesome. And of course, it covers all the different potencies, so technique, melee, as well as ranged. And of course, the fashion, the cosmetics. We get the next Alio. We get the freaking Ninja Dash. The Ninja Dash with this black paint looking thing at the back. It's beautiful. I want this. I want this. I'm just hoping that Sega makes it a guaranteed, like if you get to floor, I don't know, 20 or floor 100 or whatever, we get this guaranteed. But knowing Sega, I don't think that is going to be the case. I'm pretty sure this is going to be RNG. However, keep in mind that you can go into the Geometric Labyrinth without a trigger. You don't need to farm purple triggers or whatever. You can just spam this as many times as you want, which is really, really awesome. You can just gather your friends and be like, yo, you know, we're at endgame. We got nothing else to do. Let's just smash this out and try to get all of these cool accessories, capsules, as well as this Ninja Dash. So I'm going to be doing this a lot when this comes out because, yeah, why not? It's so good. It's endgame. And on top of that, after you complete the first run, you can add up to 10 new modifiers, which will increase your score even further. And it says here, your score will affect your rank when you have cleared the quest and the rewards you receive. So basically, you want to aim for a high score, and the higher the score you get, well, even better. And there are some interesting ones like Random Challenge B, PP consumption plus 30%. your PP consumption will increase by 30% on some floors. So it doesn't guarantee that every floor your PP consumption will be increased by 30%. It's just some random floors. And it increases your score modifier by 5%. This is exactly like how Divide Quest worked back in the day, but they just made it cleaner, made it better, made it more amazing. So I am very, very happy about this. And look at this. Enemies have a chance to turn into gigantics on some floors. Isn't this like the joke that I made where it's like, yeah, we're just going to go into one floor and all the mobs are going to be gigantics and we're just going to die. So it's funny that they threw this in. And there's even some crazy ones here. Your HP will decrease by 20 every 10 seconds on some floors. That's nuts. So there are some really, really interesting stuff over here, which I think will encourage a lot of players to continue to play the game or go some really wacky build in order to complete these geometric labyrinths at the highest score possible. So you can see here that they've got a whole bunch of really weird modifiers, which change the way that they have to play. And keep in mind, you still have to complete all those side missions. And every time you complete a run, you can put more and more modifiers and more challenges. So it encourages you to continue to play and to aim for those high scores because of the loot. Alright, next up, I want to show you guys the new region because we got a sneak peek of the new region coming out in 2 months. But here we go. From the blistering heat to the freezing tundra, new region Kvaris. Oh my goodness. It looks beautiful. So beautiful. Look at these new mobs. They look so goofy. Blizzards. Blizzards are definitely gonna be our like PSE burst thingy. Like a blizzard happens. Oh my gosh. What the heck are these? I don't know what those yellow rocks and these blue rocks are. New minerals, I'm guessing? Oh my goodness. Here's our town. Our town's really small. It's like a little outpost, that's it. Shame we haven't seen any NPCs, like we don't know who the waifu is in this region yet. We just know new adventures await us. And look at this. Frickin' snowboarding, baby. There's like booster pads and stuff. Look at this. Yo, that's so cool. Oh, I have the dumbest smile on my face right now. But this is so cool. Holy crap. And boom. Frozen Resolution. Coming in June. So in 2 months, we get this beauty. Alright, with all the hype stuff out of the way, now let us talk about what we are getting tomorrow. So in tomorrow, we are going to be getting a new AC scratch called the Casual Comfort. I'm really digging the onesie over here, as well as the baggy clothes or the casual wear over here. There's some cast gear as well, so for my cast players, really cool. There is the PSO2 20th anniversary video contest winner, which is Play with Bird, very interesting. And we also have some motion dash items over here. But more importantly is 2 new types of NEX EXP earn boosters have been added to the AC and SG item recycle. So this is really useful because as we know, we are getting the level cap increase to level 45, and there are 2 types. There's one that's plus 25% and one plus 50%. So you could definitely pop these since they're the EX variants, which mean they stack on top of the normal boosters, and so you can get a crap ton of EXP boosting going on if you just want to power level yourself to level 45 really quickly. I definitely will be recommending this in my leveling series later on when that comes out next week. So yeah, look forward to that. Next up is on April 13th, so a week from now, we will get the rank 3 zone in Retem of the Maquis lower levels, but don't worry, I know we get the level cap increase tomorrow. However, I'll note rank 3 will be unlocked tomorrow, okay? So don't worry, you can just level up at Al Noth until level 45 and you'll never have to touch the lower levels because I know a lot of people, myself included, really don't like lower levels. However, there may be some weapons that drop in the lower levels because that was how like the relic weapons worked. So maybe something similar might happen here as well, which might incentivize people to do lower levels. But I personally am going to be sticking with Al Noth for the time being. That is my game plan at least. There is going to be new limited time quests as well as looping tasks from Ronaldine. So remember the Relentless training, we're going to get like an endless version of Relentless training where you can continuously get rewards. It looks like it's just NEX cubes times 2 every time you complete it, but it doesn't seem that difficult. It's just like kill 100 enemies or something. So that's pretty nice. That could be a good way to get a bunch of NEX cubes by just repeating her tasks over and over. But I think you're gonna probably need to complete Relentless training to unlock this one over here. And last but not least, we will also get the NGS Season 7 Mission Pass. So even more shop passes and cosmetic items. So that's really awesome. Also on April 13th, our SG Scratch will be updated. We will get the Refined Form 2. So unfortunately, I think this is going to be a new trend with the SG Scratches. So remember with the current SG Scratch, how we have like the bunny suit, the luster outfit, as well as the trench coat going away. Unfortunately, with Refined Form 2, it's going to be the same deal. So these outfits over here will also go away when we get the next Scratch. So probably in May, we'll probably get like Refined Form 3 or whatever the new SG Scratch is. These outfits over here will go away. So that does suck. However, in this Scratch in particular, there's some pretty interesting stuff over here. There's the motion idle hands behind back as well as idle reading. I really like the reading one. But more importantly, there is a motion dash air slide. It looks kind of dumb, I know, but it is a motion dash that free-to-play players now have access to because it is a Scratch count bonus prize, which means you are guaranteed to get this if you spend 2000 SG. So for those who are looking for a motion dash item, this is something you can look into. It does look a little bit silly, but it is an option and it is a dash. So I'm gonna take it for sure because it's free. Now back to the Geometric Labyrinth. Unfortunately, this does not come out until April 20th. So just remember the date 420 blaze it and you will know when this comes out. And as we suspected, it is inside the pyramid. No, it's not an urgent quest. There's no Emperor Rappy waiting for you inside this giant pyramid. And no, there's no pyramid head that's going to come out and fight Retem City and stuff. It's simply just our new divide/endless quest. So it's not exactly endless because each time you run it, there are 6 floors. You need to complete all 6 floors in order to get all the loot. I don't know if you have to complete all the floors to get the loot. If you fail, I wonder if you still get loot for failing. So that is just something that we're going to need to test out. But this is what a lot of people have been asking for. This is endgame right here, guys. So what most people should aim to do is to complete this at least once in order to unlock the customizable stuff over here. And you just want to keep unlocking more and more features as you complete this multiple times. And you just want to unlock the hardest difficulty possible in order to get the highest score possible. And that way you can farm the best loot available in the Geometric Labyrinth. And the best thing about this is, of course, you can do it whenever you want. You don't need a farm for triggers. You don't need nothing. You can just activate it, go straight in and have fun. However, keep in mind, it is recommended to run with 4 teammates. You can do this solo if you want, which is great, you know. However, keep in mind that if you do die in this game mode, you will not automatically revive. So it's not like purple triggers where you revive after 5 seconds. If you die, you need a teammate to actually use a rest assign in order to bring you back to life, or yellow flower, or whatever it's called. So just keep that in mind. So if you do this solo, it's going to be like really hard because first of all the monsters are going to scale to your level as well as your battle power, and you're not allowed to die a single time. But I know a lot of people are definitely up for that challenge. That's not my cup of tea. I definitely will be running this with my alliance as well as my friends, so because yeah, I like easy mode, so definitely gonna be doing it with 4 players. Now to add on to this, the potential of the Kukurosiat weapon series will be getting a power up for this quest. So you will want to farm up for a Cuckoo weapon and max it out. So it makes the Geometric Labyrinth easier because you definitely want those power-ups since this is considered the super hard content. And on top of that, there are exclusive tasks and titles which reward you new augments, accessories, mags, as well as a color variant of the popular motion change, which is of course the Ninja Dash, which I definitely want. Now also coming in on April 20th is the new Gilded Glamour. So this is like a two-tone type of style, as well as a Chinese aesthetic over here, which is pretty cool. I really like the jump kick. This is hilarious. This is like some kung fu hustle type of stuff. But this emote scroll, this is the best. So over here, these Japanese characters, we will get an English variant of it, but if you want the Japanese characters, you can do so as well. And they all say different messages like GG, AFK, looking for parties, stuff like that. So it's going to be really, really cool. I'm fully expecting this to go for a lot of money, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be paying the premium for it because I like this emote. It seems really cool. And of course, there's another motion dash crossed arms, which is basically the ninja run, except you have your arms crossed. Looks pretty cool. And last but not least, on April 27th, we are getting the new AC selector support item Scratch. So this is going to include all of the Addy capsules. Now, something very important is they did state over here that with the new region, they will not, I repeat, they will not be adding new Addy capsules. So the current Addy capsules that we have are still going to remain the best of the best augments until after the ice region. So just keep that in mind when you are upgrading your weapons, that hey, if you do invest into Addy capsules, you're good for at least another 2 to 3 months. So I wouldn't worry about augmenting too much right now. You know, if you want to use Addy capsules, go ahead. I wouldn't say, oh, save it for, 3 months later or 4 months later or whatever. Like, I really wouldn't worry too much about it. But on top of that, we are also getting the End Limit Break Substitute 50. So this is going to be used if you don't want to farm for those arms refiners. You can use this instead in order to limit break your weapons or your armors, get that to level 50 immediately. So this might be nice. However, I think most people have their armors and weapons at plus 50 already with their arms refiners and just farming strugments and stuff. Unfortunately, they didn't talk about any potential substitutes. So, those photon scale substitutes, I definitely would like to see that item, especially the level 4 versions, so people can save a lot of scales, because farming for 600 scales is still quite annoying. Now, they did not confirm if we're going to be getting photon scales in the new rank 3 combat zones in Retem. However, I am going to assume that we can get photon scales there. But if we don't, for whatever reason, don't worry, we can just farm Gigantics, as they did confirm Gigantics will drop photon scales. And last but not least is the NGS official creator program. I've been begging for this since day one, and they are finally making it a thing. So as we can see here, NGS official creators. We're looking for content creators like you to help us take NGS to the next level. So I will leave this link in the description below if there are any content creators who want to apply for this program. And I urge you to apply to this no matter how small you are, simply because, yeah, I'm glad that they're finally doing an official creator program. Unfortunately, they didn't talk much about like what exactly we get. They said that we're getting like monthly rewards or something, but at the end of the day, what I want is like a group of dedicated content creators which just want to promote the game because the game is fun. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye. And now for everyone's favorite part, the thumbnail. There's so much new content. I don't really know what to do for the thumbnail. I'll probably do something like this and then just like have a bunch of content or something over here. So yeah, let's do that. Actually, I'm probably gonna put Endgame. We finally get Endgame. That's gonna be the title. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye. Can I say except you're welcome?